Would you like to introduce yourselves for us?
Sure. My name is Leo. Right now we're at the house I grew up in the wood shop where I built my canoe. How did I find it to build a canoe by myself? Truth is I didn't really build it by myself. Like, I had, a lot of lessons that I was following. There was a book that I was reading called Canoe Crafts, and I always had my dad helping me out, showing me how to use some of the tools I didn't know. How long did it take me? It probably took me about 6 months, maybe more, 8 months. But I remember when I first looked into it, I wanted to build a birch bark canoe in the more kind of traditional way that First Nations would build them, but it was just looked so difficult, and I just don't know if I had that kind of skill. Honestly, maybe I don't know enough to be speaking on it that much, but I think definitely they were probably very connected to the materials, and these were traditions that were passed down. When I did a lot of research on the canoe while I was building it, I saw there was usually knowledge that was just passed down orally through teachings, and that I don't think is really used that much anymore. The tradition of the canoe is such a versatile subject. Like, does that mean the tradition that goes back thousands of years? Does that mean tradition that has started now, which can be kind of different? Where once it was really an essential item that was used to travel and hunt and do all these things, now it's more a leisure item. So I guess to honor the tradition of the canoe, maybe it would be to just keep exploring nature and appreciating Canadian outdoors, but maybe doing so in a mindful way and thinking about the implications of the lands that you're in.
How do you feel when you use your canoe?
I feel a bit more connected to the outside. I feel pride to be part of my own canoe because it feels like I've done something cool, and
Just look at that.
I don't know, it's just a very satisfying feeling to know that I'm traveling with something that I made. I just feel a little bit more disconnected from everyday life, which is nice to kind of take a break, and you're able to do a lot of thinking. It's very meditative, I think, being out in the canoe. I decided to name my canoe an indigenous word. It's specifically from the Maliseet language, which means home, or more specifically, usually at their home or at my home. And I chose this name for two reasons. One, because I felt like it kind of gave me a way to honor the First Nations of Quebec, whose lands I travel through all the time. These national parks are often unceded land. So it's my way of being mindful as I'm traveling through them. And I also chose it because I feel like I'm in my home when I'm in a canoe, which sounds kind of cheesy, but I've been paddling on this lake for as long as I can remember, so I feel very comfortable in a boat. It feels like a safe space. And so it was just a reminder of how special the canoe is to me personally as well.